I thought I knew what love was. I was wrong. My name is Isabella, and I'm about to tell you how one terrible mistake nearly destroyed my life, and how forgiveness saved it. At 20, living in Austin with my family, I believed I was smart enough to see through lies. My mother always warned me, never trust people too fast, Isabella. Some mistakes can never be erased. But youth makes fools of us all, and I was no exception. His name was Trevor. 23 years old, our household helper who cleaned and tended our garden. There was something haunting in his dark eyes, a sadness that drew me in like a moth to flame. He'd watch me sometimes, and I'd catch his gaze lingering just a moment too long. I should have seen the predator behind those wounded eyes. The day everything changed started like any other. I came home from college, rushed to my room to change clothes, and forgot to lock the door properly. That's when I saw him, Trevor, standing there, watching me in my most vulnerable moment. Shame burned through me, but no words came. Fear paralyzed my voice. He smiled that twisted smile and laughed as if it meant nothing. But everything had changed in that instant. He began his seduction slowly, methodically. Secret conversations, stolen glances, words like honey poison. You're so beautiful, Isabella. I was starving for attention, and he fed me exactly what I craved. I'm not your social status, he'd whisper, but status can't stop real love. We'd laugh together, share meals when my parents were away. And I convinced myself this was happiness. This was love. But Trevor was a master manipulator, and I was his perfect victim. The night that haunts me still came when everyone slept. Trevor entered my room with that same predatory smile. I made the choice that would shatter my world. I trusted him completely. In my moment of greatest vulnerability, he betrayed me in the cruelest way possible. He recorded everything, whispering lies. Just for memories, Isabella. Someday we'll smile watching this together. I believed him because I thought love looked like this. I thought he saw me as more than conquest. Then he vanished. No goodbye, no explanation. Just gone, leaving me broken and hollow. Days blurred together in anguish. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. My parents spoke of Trevor fondly, worried about his sudden disappearance. Ever knowing the monster who had lived under our roof. I carried the secret like a stone in my chest, until the weight became unbearable. Finally, I collapsed into my mother's arms and confessed everything. Through my tears and shame, I told her how I'd failed, how I'd trusted the wrong person. But instead of judgment, she offered grace. Isabella, you're not a bad girl. We all make mistakes when we're young, but good people learn from them. You can rebuild from this. This isn't your ending. Her words planted seeds of hope in scorched earth. I threw myself into work at a small tech company, channeling pain into purpose. Then fate intervened when Jonathan Mitchell, CEO of a major corporation, visited our office. Their website had crashed spectacularly, and panic filled the room. While others scrambled helplessly, I sat down and solved their crisis in 30 minutes. Jonathan stared in amazement. How did you manage that? I excel at what I do, I replied simply. His gratitude was immediate and genuine. He invited me to their success celebration, but I hesitated. Thank you, Mr. Mitchell, but I'm not comfortable at parties like that. I prefer simple, quiet environments. Please, he insisted. I want to honor your contribution publicly. You deserve recognition. His sincerity convinced me. The party buzzed with energy, and I felt every eye turn toward me as I entered. Jonathan greeted me warmly. Isabella, you look wonderful. I'm so glad you came. But then I noticed someone else watching, a man whose intense gaze made my pulse quicken. Isabella, Jonathan said, approaching with this mysterious observer. Meet my son, Nathaniel, the same man who'd been studying me from across the room. Nathaniel extended his hand with genuine warmth, and something inside me recognized safety. For the first time in years, peace settled over my wounded heart. Our courtship unfolded like a beautiful dream. Nathaniel was everything Trevor had pretended to be: kind, honest, protective. When he proposed, joy flooded every corner of my being. My parents wept with happiness. I finally felt worthy of love again. That terror lurked beneath my joy. What if he discovered my past? Would he still want me? Would I be enough for someone so good? On our wedding night, Nathaniel took my hands and looked deep into my eyes. Isabella, I need to be honest with you. I've made mistakes. I've been with other women before, but now I only want you. Please forgive my past. His vulnerability touched me. But when he asked about my history, had anyone loved me before? Had anyone touched me? Panic seized my throat. Please, Nathaniel, don't ask about my past. It's over. I only want our future. He held me close that night, but sleep eluded me. The secret felt like a wall between us. Days later, as we sat peacefully in the park, my blood turned to ice. Trevor stood there, watching us with that same predatory smile. I grabbed Nathaniel's hand. Let's go. I'm hungry. Trevor's knowing grin followed us as we fled. I knew the reckoning was coming. The next morning, I found Nathaniel in our living room, staring at his phone with devastation written across his face. My heart stopped. Trevor had struck posting that cursed video and intimate photos online for the world to see. Isabella, Nathaniel's voice broke. What is this? Tears cascaded down my face as I faced my greatest fear. Nathaniel, please. I was young and foolish. I made a terrible mistake. He manipulated me, used my feelings, but I didn't understand. Pain flickered in his eyes. The silence stretched between us like an eternity. Isabella, he finally whispered, I was honest with you on our wedding night. I shared my secrets, but you kept yours hidden. I was terrified, I sobbed. I thought if you knew the truth, you'd stop loving me. I was ashamed, but I'm not that broken girl anymore. I understand real love now, and I give all of it to you. Nathaniel took my trembling hands in his steady ones. Everyone makes mistakes, Isabella. As your husband, I want to know your whole story, but it doesn't change how I feel about you. I love who you are now, not who you were then. Through my tears, I saw grace personified. Today, I live in London with Nathaniel and our son Oliver. Our home overflows with love, trust, and complete honesty. I learned that not every sweet word from a man is real. Some only want to possess your body, not cherish your heart. But God sends good men too. True husbands who love and respect you completely. When you find such a man, give him everything. He is heaven's gift to you. A true man will never lie or betray you. This is my story of destruction and redemption, of falling and rising, of learning that even our deepest mistakes cannot disqualify us from love.